I'm going for new project. Let me select a console application. Browse, see, SharePoint training, demos. So this is going to be a SharePoint object model. So this is going to be a list and libraries. So when you create a new project, so since we have to select a .NET Framework 3.5 version, so you can have different versions: 2.0, 3.0, 3.5, and 4. .NET 4 will not work in SharePoint environment because it has developed on a 3.5 framework. So you should have to select a 3.5 framework. If you create a console application with .NET Framework 4.0 version, so this will not work for SharePoint. So you should be cautious when selecting the version. And so in this particular site collection, I have so many lists and libraries. So I'm interested to display a console application to display all these lists and libraries in my listing. So let me create a new console application. So for the first thing is I have to add a reference. So I should go to .NET and I have to add Microsoft.SharePoint.dll reference. So this is Microsoft.SharePoint.dll. So this is available as part of 14 Hive SAP. Under that Microsoft.SharePoint.dll. So this is DLL which contains all SP site, SP web, and all these objects, so that it can talk to SharePoint server and get the required data for you. So I have added the reference, and then let me go and using Microsoft.SharePoint. So using So I'm interested to display all the lists and inside the site collection. So I'm creating SP site object. So it is equal to new SP site of this particular site collection. So I'm using statement here because these things will be all complex operations. So I wanted to get rid of this SP site object once I am done with my work. Uh, so the way is you can use like SP site is equal to new SP site, and then do your work. And then after that, you should have to do site dot dispose, so that it will not be available in memory, and so unnecessarily performance problems will not go. So otherwise, if you make using block here, so once it comes out of this block, so it will automatically release calls this site.dispose method and releases the memory explicitly. So that is the reason always recommended to use using statement for SP site. So using, so that is a best practice actually. So again I am putting using statement for SP web also. So I wanted to disclose this SP web object once I am done with my work. So again, web will have collections called lists. So inside that it will have so many lists or that. So let me go to for each. So this exposes enumerable collection. So I can use for each statement. So sp list in web dot lists. So what I do is console dot write line list dot title. So finally there is no console dot write line. Okay. Console dot read line. Okay. So in SharePoint 2007, when you just run it, you will get the output with all the lists and libraries displayed. Let's see what happens in 2010. There is an exception. So let me put try and then cache exception. So it is saying that the web application at SharePoint demos.sharepoint2010.com could not be found. Verify that you have typed the URL correctly. If the URL is should be serving existing content and this. So it is saying the web application is not available. But when I navigate to my browser, I'm able to get the data. So again, this is kind of a misleading error, because so you have the web application and it is saying the web application could not be found or something. So the reason for this particular error is you have to go to project properties and under that build. So the platform target is saying 86 x86. It means 32-bit environment. So since SharePoint environment is a 64-bit environment, your console applications or Windows applications, any clients should be targeted to platform 64-bit. So for that you should either change it to 64 or we can put any CPU. So it should work for both 32-bit and 64-bit. Or if you want explicitly for 64, then you can select 64. So let me select any CPU and then save all. So then again go here. So then run it. There you go.